All right, Wednesday, May 13th. The workout of the day is 5 rounds of a 3-minute AMRAP, where you're gonna rest for 2 minutes following the AMRAP. The AMRAP will begin with a 400-meter run. You'll come in, do 20 jumping lunges, or jumping split squats, if you will, and then max burpee box jump overs in the remaining time. So if I finish my jumping lunges at the 2.5-minute mark, I have 30 seconds to do burpee box jump overs. Get that? The score will be burpee box jump overs for the 5 rounds. So if I get 3 burpee box jump overs for each round, 5 rounds, 15 reps, that's my score, okay? If you don't get to the burpee box jump overs in the first round, then you should scale back the run. You could scale back the lunges as well, but the run is probably what took up most of the time. So if you're somebody that takes, if you're taking much longer than 2 minutes to run a 400, you should do 300 meters. The 300 meters is what we consider a lap around the building. So if that takes right around 2 minutes to do a lap around the building, or the 300, that's perfect, because you'll have a minute left to the 20 jumping lunges and the max burpee box jump overs. Jumping lunges, on average, take about 1 per second. So the jumping split squat, again, I'm gonna get this split stance, go up, 1, 2. The knee is supposed to touch. Try to do a couple practice rounds practice reps before you touch the knee to the ground so you don't smack your knee. And then the burpee box jump overs. You have to do a box facing burpee, so I'm looking this way at the box. This will not count, okay? This is a lateral, no laterals. We're doing box facing. I'm gonna do a burpee, jump with 2 feet, land with 2 feet. I don't have to stand all the way up, and then on the other side of the box, I'll face the box again. The burpee box jump over could be scaled to burpee step up overs. For both burpee box jump over and burpee step up overs, you don't have to stand all the way up. So I can land in a crouched position and then get over the box, or I could do a step up where I get up and over, all right? And then I'll do a burpee. Every time you reach the other side of the box is 1 rep. If you're using something at home for the box that's unstable or maybe makes you a little nervous, maybe you just do burpee box jump. If you're doing a burpee box jump or burpee step up, meaning you're not going over, stand all the way up. So if I was doing a burpee step up, again, face it, I'm using my ottoman, I'm gonna stand up. That's the burpee step up scaling option, all right? Scaling option for the jumping lunge would be step back lunges, 1, 2, okay? And then the running, other than scaling the distance, which we already talked about, again, you're scaling the distance if you're not getting a 400 close to 2 minutes or less. The other scaling options, bike, ski, assault bike, jump rope, mountain climber, get close to 1:45 to 2 minutes if you're doing those things. But rowing would be 500. The assault bike, we're probably looking at about 35 calories. I'm totally guessing right now. And then the double unders and the jump rope and the jumping jacks, mountain climbers is a lot. So just go by time if you're doing that, okay? I think we covered everything, great. Let's scroll up. I don't know why I have the dumbbell out. The warm-up is going to be line drills. So if you're just doing this at home, we're going to do 10 of each. So I'm just going to do lunge. It's the first one. Then I'll do 10 side lunge, stepping out and stepping back. What I mean there is I can step out. Okay. Then I'm going to do 10 toy soldier, which is kicking my hand or my foot to my hand, alternating, trying to keep knee locked, really stretch out your hamstrings. Then we'll do walking quad or standing alternating quad. Knee pointing at the ground, kicking my butt with my heel. Also knee close to my other knee, meaning I'm not doing this. Okay. We're gonna do the hurdle step, which again, pretending like there's hurdles on either side of me. When my hips stay even with the camera in this case, I'm gonna rotate completely around the hip and try to get the knee, or get the foot high. Then we'll move to the toe in and toe out. Then we'll move to calf stretch. Feels good. And couch stretch. I started at the top of the box, but I ended up with my foot below the box because I'm not trying to make this crazy hard. Okay? Then we'll do a single leg forward fold, which means I'm going to put my foot up on the box and then reach for my toes for 20 seconds. Then the other one, 20 seconds. And then wrist stretch to finish it off. All right, that's all the stretching. Then we're gonna move into 2 rounds, just 2, of 10 alternating lunges and 10 alternating step-ups. You could do this either stepping forward or stepping back. 1, I don't know why I had my hands on my hips, I really don't like that. So we're 10 alternating lunges and then 10 alternating step-ups, focusing on getting our heel on the box when we do this. Okay? 2 rounds, 10 each. Then we're going to do 2 rounds of 6 jumping lunges and 3 burpee box jump overs. So 2 rounds of 6 jumping lunges and 3 burpee box jump overs. And then finally, after that, we'll do the 400-meter run. Okay? I didn't demo the burpee box jump over and jumping lunges because I want to spend some time on that. But 400-meter run will be the last thing we do before we get into the workout, okay? Test out your run before you start the workout. Make sure you know that even at a slow pace, like do the 400 at an easy pace, time it like an easy but WOD pace. And if that's not close to 2 minutes, if it's over 2 minutes, it's fine, but it shouldn't be 2.5. If you're running a 400 in 2.5 minutes at an easy pace, you gotta cut it back to 300, okay? So the movements that we're doing here, jumping lunges. I'm going to take a squat stance, hip width apart. I'm going to step back, an easy distance. I'm not a huge distance. Like to test it out. My front knee is at a 90-degree angle. You can't see this. 90-degree angle. That means I'm in a really good position. I'm going to start with a little bend in the back leg. And I'm going to go a little down and up. 1, 2, 3. Okay? And from the front, down, 1, 2. Notice the feet are moving straight back and forth, I hope. Let's hope this works out for the videos. And then the burpee box jump over. Again, I'm facing the box. I'm going to do a kickback burpee. Step to the box, jump, spin move. If you want to, you can jump or land sideways, that's fine. So that was 2 reps, by the way. I didn't stand all the way up because I went over. Based on, let's just say I run a 2-minute 400, 20 seconds for the jumping lunges, roughly, 220. I'll have 35 seconds to do burpee box jump overs. You have to make it to the other side of the box for the rep to count. All right. Any questions about that? If you do, put it in the comments or or email me or DM. Okay. Let's go over accessory. Accessory is back squat. We're going to find a new 1-rep max for the back squat of doing 3 reps at 85, 2 at 90, and then finally find a 1-rep max, but no misses. If you hit a weight and don't, if you fail a weight, then you don't move on. Other thing is 12 or 16 minutes. Basically that means we're doing a 4-station EMOM, and you're either doing 3 or 4 rounds. The first one is a weighted pull-up, or weighted pull-up negative, or just a pull-up negative. 30-second plank walk-ups, which is where you're on the ground and you're gonna go from your elbows to your hands to your elbows. That's a plank walk-up. When you do these, don't go for speed, go for little rotation, meaning I'm in this plank position, right? I'm gonna try not to rotate a lot. So it's not about speed, it's about, am I rotating enough? Or am I not rotating? Third station is weighted handstand push-ups. So obviously I'm referencing the vest. If you're not up to that point, you're either doing a handstand push-up or a handstand hold or a plank hold. And then the last movement is the alternating back extensions. So alternating back extensions would be super person position. I'm gonna go right arm and left foot at the same time, and then left arm and right foot. All right. If you're using a treadmill, 400 is 0.25. If you're using a treadmill, 300 is 0.19. And if you're using a treadmill, 200 is 0.13. Those are all rounding, but that's roughly what we're looking at. All right, thanks guys. See you on Zoom.